What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe and y'all. We got to talk about this, man. We got to talk about this, especially in what they call the FGC, the fighting game community, right? We got to talk about this because the Game Awards of 2023 then came and gone, right? They came and gone, and Street Fighter 6 took home Fighting Game of the Year, and deservedly so. But the most interesting thing about the fighting game community, right, when it comes to that award or any award that was aimed at fighting games, right, it was noticeable that one game in particular didn't win anything, that being Mortal Kombat 1. And in my opinion, I think it was the right move. I think it was the right move for Mortal Kombat 1 not to win an award at the 2023 Game Awards. Why do I say that? Allow me to explain. I believed MK1 deserved Fighting Game of the Year. More characters to play. Story mode and invasion mode with seasons. More costumes and unlocks. Rewards for ranked matches. You can prefer the gameplay of Street Fighter 6 more, but I believe MK1 offers more content. Now, before I say what I have to say, I need everybody that's watching this video, that will watch this video, to understand a few things, right? For one, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, okay? Everybody has the right to have their own opinion, all right? Whether you agree with that opinion or not is a whole nother conversation in itself, but everybody has the right to form their own opinion for whatever reason that they want to come up with or whatever reason they want to tell you, okay? Two, this is not me personally attacking anyone, all right? I'm not personally attacking anyone. I don't know you personally. You haven't done anything to me that I'm aware of. And you know, going forward, I would hope it stays that way. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not attacking you in any personal way. I'm not coming at you and trying to discredit anything you say. All I'm going to simply say is even though you are entitled to your own opinion, even though you have the right to form your own opinion, have your own opinion, for whatever reason it is, in this case, this is an opinion that you have that me personally, I strongly disagree with. I strongly disagree with. And here's why. And again, not taking credit from what you're saying. I hear where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. But here's where I'm coming from and why I strongly disagree. And I think that Mortal Kombat 1 did not deserve to win Fighting Game of the Year, all right? You said the reason why Mortal Kombat 1, one of the reasons why Mortal Kombat 1 should have won Fighting Game of the Year, in your opinion, is the fact that they have more characters to play. Okay, a given. They may have more characters to play. At launch, you look at the launch of Street Fighter 6 versus the launch of Mortal Kombat 1. You look at it, Mortal Kombat 1 did have more characters at launch. They did. They did. I'll give you that. But more characters in the game doesn't mean that the game is better. It just means that they have more characters. It just means that they have more characters. That's not a plus or a negative on either side. They just had more characters. All right? They just had more characters. Second reason you said was story mode and invasions. So let's look at it, right? You look at Street Fighter 6, the game that actually won Fighting Game of the Year, versus Mortal Kombat 1, which didn't win Fighting Game of the Year. And you compare the story mode and invasions in Mortal Kombat 1 versus the story mode and World Tour for Street Fighter 6. Anybody that has even seen or looked at the World Tour in Street Fighter 6 and looked at invasions in Mortal Kombat 1, there is no comparison. World Tour completely dominates invasions in terms of playability, in terms of unlockability, in terms of all-around fun, and in terms of things that I wouldn't mind going and playing again. Well, that goes into replayability, but you get what I'm saying. There's more content in the World Tour versus invasions. Just because there are things in invasions that you can unlock versus World Tour doesn't mean that that is more content. When there's clearly more to do, because we get content confused. Because content is very complex. The word content is very complex. You can't just limit it to, well, content is just the gameplay. Content is just things you can unlock. In this case, in my opinion, from what you're saying that Invasions has more content in it than World Tour, therefore it's better. No, there's just more to things to unlock. If it's not just the same, there are things to unlock in Invasions, yeah. But in terms of wanting to play the game, in terms of having fun, in terms of things to do in specifics, World Tour completely dominates Invasions. In World Tour, you can create your own avatar. Go around and fight whoever. Do what you want to do. Free world, free range, free roam to do what you want to. While Invasions, you're restricted to going only to where they tell you to go. If you even have the right piece of equipment to get you past where you need to go in certain areas. And also, if you're not getting jumped or getting ambushed by 4 or 5 weak characters that's just taking up the time and space for you getting to one restricted area to another one. So I'm sorry, in this case, bro, World Tour completely dominates Invasions. And it's so crazy because World Tour is nothing more than the 2023 version of Conquest Mode, a real open, well, I ain't gonna say it's real, but the original open world fighting game experience. In terms of fighting games here, Mortal Kombat did it first, but Street Fighter 6 has done it more recently and done it better compared to what Invasions is. Invasions is nothing more than the lazy version of what Conquest Mode was. And Conquest Mode was actually enjoyable. 20 years later, I still wouldn't mind going back and playing it. I guarantee you, even now and going forward, me nor a couple 100,000, couple million people that have played Invasions are not going to miss Invasions once it's gone. Hell, we can't wait to not play it now. We can't stand it now. What does it look like us trying to look like and enjoy it 10, 20 years down the road? Nobody's going to miss this game mode. Because it's not good. It truly has no content. It just has unlockables. Content is not limited to one thing. They just have more unlockables. That doesn't mean that they have more content or even better content in this case. So I disagree with that. You also said, speaking of unlockables, which goes to my next point, more costumes and unlockables. My guy, I don't know if you've noticed this, but NetherRealm literally has maybe depending on the character, 4 or 5 different archetypes, if you will, for skins and costumes, and then the rest are recolors. Street Fighter 6, yeah, they may have more unlockables because they have more recolors, dog, in MK1. They're primarily recolors. Recolors do not count, in my opinion, as actual costumes, because anybody can recolor something. But they have only themselves, NetherRealm Studios and Mortal Kombat 1, the game only truly has a handful of costumes. So in this case, I'm going to have to disagree with that too, that there's more to unlock. Primarily, most of it is just recolors, reskins. And if we're being completely honest here, if we can just keep it $1.98, keep your 2 cents to anybody that don't know what's truly going on here, right? Another reason why NetherRealm quote unquote has more costumes and more unlockables is simply because of this thing called microtransactions. And the microtransactions not only to skins, but to fatalities of the season of which we are currently living in. $10 skins. $10, one skin. And then rewards for a ranked mode. Now, when it comes to rewards and ranked modes, I'm pretty neutral on that, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I was gonna play ranked mode in the fighting game because I do in whatever fighting game I play, regardless, because I just like the competition. But that's just me. Other people may think differently, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But you know what else cost MK1 any awards at this past Game Awards? You know what else cost them? The quality of life of the game, the online servers, the ping. Speaking of ping, the lack of ping or a Wi-Fi filter. Life online in MK is absolute hell. It is, to say the least. Compared to Street Fighter 6, the game that actually won the award, they actually have a Wi-Fi filter. They actually have better quality of life in the game. So maybe that also played in a part as to why it got it over NetherRealm Studios. That's why, and to me, saying that they should have won Game of the Year, in my opinion, is just not. I just completely disagree with that. But that's my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Catch y'all later. Goodbye.